EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. The Stanford man, Maverick McNeely, is our leader. He's at 4 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play the weekend, hovering a few shots inside the cut line, entering play. Second round now here at TPC Sawgrass and the Players. And Frank, as we look at our featured golfer, I think you'd have to say played pretty well yesterday in that first ever professional round on this challenging golf course. And now a repeat of that performance would most likely get them through to the weekend. That's not a bad goal for a rookie on tour, is it?
Certainly isn't, Rich. It puts you in that elite category of only the top 60 or 70 players that'll make Saturday and Sunday. So I think in retrospect, when you look at the quality of this field and the golf course, which nobody over the years, as you and I both know, are ever comfortable on, it is a really solid performance, one you can hang your hat on. Straight out of the gate. That's a great iron shot. In close.
From 4 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this tee, and we've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left, but be careful of those pines.
And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. We really need a birdie right now. Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par.
Frank, break down the par 3 third for us.
The big ridge in the middle of this green, really you have a front section and a back section. That front bunker, the one that you first see off the tee, that really doesn't come into play. But there's a sneaky one behind the flag and down the left side. Really good par 3.
Well, that's a sensible shot right there. No need to take on an unnecessary risk. There's nothing wrong with walking away from here with a 3. Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
And putt coming up a ridge, one you might have to hit a little firmer to take some of the breakout.
Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, the bunker on the right, I wouldn't call that a pot bunker. That is some kind of a hazard, isn't it?
Yeah, meanders all the way down the right side, but really it's the lesser of two evils. I'd rather be in that bunker on the right than the hill on the left.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
I always knew when I was swinging well, fairway bunker shots from a long distance, so you've got to hit it clean. But when you do, you can still hit it close. Great shot.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. Will certainly help the cause. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Now note his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 155 pins sitting in the back left portion of the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 6th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
A long one coming up here for birdie.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Unfreaking believable.
Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Well, no shortage of trouble here at the 451-yard par 4 7th. You've got that fairway bunker that goes forever, and then the lateral water hazard running almost the entire left-hand side of the hole. There's trouble wherever you look here.
Good drive down the right side. And if you look up ahead, that flag is cut middle left. So this is a very good angle into this hole.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Pin on the left portion of this green, so it will favour a wee draw.
Now, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he moves it to 2 under par. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. Boy, that's got to come up. I'm going to say that's a good 10 feet short. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he's going to stay 2 back. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 9?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Par 5s too. They're the ones you really want to make birdie on, but the second shot, that's gone into that bunker. It's an awkward third.
Chance now to make the turn with some momentum for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's left himself with 143 yards to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of the screen.
It's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he'll move to 4 under. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
So often we talk about needing precision off the tee, and this is how you do it. That is dead center. Oh, and that is into one of the 2 putt bunkers left of this 11th green. So he'll dig in here as he readies his 3rd to this par 5. Oh, how about that for a blast out of the bunker? Nearly hold it for eagle. You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday. Now to the short par 4 12th. It was redesigned for the 2017 players. And certainly you can drive it, but there is some risk involved. And that's the way it should be for a par 4 this short. That water on the left is right up against the green. So players have to make a decision here.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Now this for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there. So a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par.
Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from off the Bermuda grass is second at the par 3.
From about 8 feet.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain at 4 under.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Well, bunkers are the name of the game here at 14, and that's going to end up in one of the smaller ones that dot this green. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it. Well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he'll move now to 5 under par. We begin the final stretch here at TPC Sawgrass with the reachable 523-yard par 5 16th. More water, more bunkers, more trees, and a narrow approach. Just some of the challenges here. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. That is starting right. Got to be careful over there. Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And this will stay a 1-shot lead. Well, now to the 17th, and it is always a fascinating struggle here between trust and fear, commitment and collapse. At the 17th, you're never really safe. 6-shot lead, you'd still watch the leader play the 17th. Okay, didn't want to risk flying one back there and have it hop off the back of the green and into the water, so that'll leave an uphill putt coming up. Chance now for another birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, safely in for his par. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Well, that is going to flirt with the water. This could be close. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there. And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And this will be a 67 here in this second round. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which, I mean, it's going to be exciting to say the least. Can they go all the way this week?
Till next time. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Doc Redman is your leader. He's at 6 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, which you and I both know, Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and of course mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days, but today it's a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would advocate is don't look at the leaderboard so much today. Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf. Nice approach shot, and the other good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Nota Begay the third is down there. This for an opening birdie.
And he may need to give this just a little extra. He's going straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 6 under par.
How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. A good opportunity lost there. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain at 6 under par. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. This from about 10 feet. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he's going to move to 7 under par, 2 under on the day. This is really a fun hole here at TPC Sawgrass. A lot of excitement, a lot of action. A short par 4. The fourth is only 384 yards. The trouble here on that second shot, you can see the water in front. If you're not accurate, you misjudge the distance, you can pay a stiff price. Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second. Yeah, that ball lost just a little speed before it reached the green, and that's going to come up quite a bit short. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
Staring at 147 yards to the front, 158 to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location.
Just needed that a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
A dead-on look here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And that's going to move him to 8 under. Hole number 6, 393 yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage a miss hit.
All right, in the fairway. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. This is an 11-foot putt. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2.
7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee. Right where you want to hit it. That's a good spot.
Now from just under 170 out, this is second.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Nope. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Up next, the 237-yard 8. It's the longest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass with a wide variety of challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and this will remain a 3-shot lead.
Frank, now at the 9th, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. And that, a little beyond the hole, but a good shot. A straightforward look here for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. You have dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. From the fairway nota, this his second.
Found himself on the number at 145 yards to the front, 155 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
10-foot putt left.
Oh my, that singes the right edge, but doesn't go down. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Par 5 11th is 558 yards. Again, this is an opportunity if you want to take on the risk, and it is considerable. This is a chance to jumpstart the round, make an eagle, get a little momentum. But you have to be willing to potentially pay a price if it doesn't work out. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Straightforward pitch shot here, 35 yards. Absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That one safely in. And it's a par here at 12. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13.
And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one at a full 4 shots. 14, 481 yards is a stout hole. This one absolutely requires every ounce of your attention if you're going to get out of here with a 4. This up the right side off the tee. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par.
Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Now this for another birdie. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15, and he'll move to 11 under par.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18 tee. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse. Somehow that ball went through the trees. Actually, it didn't scrub too much speed off it. It's going to be all right.
good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, yeah, what a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far. And we are finally here at the famed island hole at TPC Sawgrass. 137 yards, par 3, the 17th hole. Club selection critical, and nerves of steel are required. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Just 5 feet left. That's a good putt to save par here at 18. And that will be a third-round score of 64. Huge spot right here. After 54 holes at the Players, our featured golfer on top of the star-studded leaderboard. They'll take the pole position going into Sunday's final round.
And this is the tournament. These are your peers that you're trying to beat. This is the strongest tournament on the PGA Tour that's run by the PGA Tour. So it's a chance just to stamp and put your name in a place where very few have been.
Are we going to do it?
So for Frank
Are we
Nobilo,
going to
Notable
make
the
it?
third, Iona
Are we gonna
Stephen,
win
and a cast of
the
hundreds.
Players' Championship?
I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.
Let's see if we can get this. This is it. Let's get it.
4 decades ago,
this is it, guys.
this was
Here we go.
swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. Frank, Sunday here at TPC Sawgrass, we have seen so many great moments in this championship going back to the 1970s, winners like Jack Nicklaus and Lee Trevino. Then, ultimately, it found a home at the Stadium Course 1982. Jerry Pate the winner, and then Freddie Couples and Greg Norman. Onward, Tiger, and Rory McIlroy, and now our featured golfer may be on the precipice of joining that group as a Players' champ.
I think that's the hardest thing for them today, Rich, is to not think about that illustrious list of winners. And, you know, you talk about 1982 when they first found a home. That's when this became their championship. And I mean the best players in the world. So if you can try and keep that in the back of your mind and really just think about the way in which you've got to attack this golf course and not get too far ahead of yourself, because when you come to 16, 17 and 18, everybody knows, whether it's us, the people watching, or the player themselves, water and peril are in play on every single shot.
So, Frank, final round underway. The golfer we've been watching all weekend in the lead here on Sunday, looking for what would be a second PGA Tour victory as a rookie. Put me in the golfer's shoes, Frank, and you've won on all the major tours, including the PGA Tour, around the world, 15 victories. What did you learn after your first professional win that sort of helped you when you were going after that second, third, fourth, fifth victory?
In a nutshell, Rich, the word is belief. You always have doubt until you win the very, very first time. Once that doubt's erased, then you want to back it up, because that's what better players do, right? They win more than once, and then when it's twice, they win more than twice. So it's belief, and trying to turn that into ironclad belief. So 1 win in your rookie season, that's great. 2, you're in a different class.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. We move now to the 532-yard par 5 second here at TPC Sawgrass. Reachable into if you can drive the ball accurately. Dense trees flanking both sides of the fairway, and beware of that lateral water hazard on the right. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And that'll put him at 1 under for his round and 14 under for the tournament. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 14 under. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players gotta recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Nope, that's going to come up a good distance short. Almost forgot that's working up a slope. Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And fortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th. It'll hold tight at -13. Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th, 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, you just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. 93 yards is the number as he sets for his second.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
11 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. 7th hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left, and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
And that will not make it to the pond, but it is in that long left side bunker here at 7. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Oh, that shot took some nerves, confidence to hit it out of that fairway bunker. Now, inside 10 feet, that's as good as anyone on the PGA Tour.
Oh, so close. Come on. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Going to have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. That one just going to sneak on by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th, and he'll go out in 36. It's an even par front side. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat. Well, that is straighter than straight.
Now note his second from the fairway.
Looking at 148 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole.
No, it's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. That one finished off. It's in for par. And pars to the clubhouse will do nicely as this remains a giant 8-stroke cushion. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here?
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
And a very straightforward look here, down the hill with no break.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And if he can finish this out, he would claim his second victory on the year. On now to the 12th. It's a par 4 at a mere 369 yards. And with a number like that, it means for many players, this is drivable. But before taking the head cover off the driver, consider there's water left, pot bunkers right, and a gentle slope both in front of the green and to the left that can guide any mishit over the guardrails and into the pond. And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. And that's going to be okay. It's out of the bunker, but not as close as you'd like. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, on this back nine here at TPC Sawgrass, you know that the 17th as a par 3 gets all the attention. But don't forget about this 181-yard 13th. Really a beautiful little hole and plenty of trouble as well. Oh, no. Yeah, not sure if that was a mishit or just a miscalculation, but that comes up well short and is into the hazard. So, back to the tee box we go as he'll try again at the par 3. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Well, he'll be putting, but not from where he probably should be.
Yeah, from where he was, I was expecting something inside 5 feet.
No, the touch definitely eluding him on this hole. Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second. This from 7 feet. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. But the lead, still comfortable here at 4 shots. It If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Okay, good position there, right side of the fairway.
From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
On the number at 150 yards to the front, 156 to the hole, pin just on the front edge.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field.
You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Solid, good drive in the fairway.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Look at this. Wow, what a sensational putt from way out.
Well played there, a birdie here at 16. And after a top 5 finish last week, he's looking to go all the way and claim victory here.
Everyone who's been there will tell you the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason.
that is into the pot bunker. Normally not a great place to be, but given the alternative, I think you'll take it. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, safely in for his par. And this one, close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion.
Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Well, this is started for that border. Going to need to move right.
That tee shot just finds the first cut. Ball does sit up there. Not too much of a problem.
All right, so just a step or two into that first cut. Here's his second to the par 4.
Oh my God.
Now a 7-footer.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And this will be a final round score of 74. Just a tremendous week here on the first coast of Florida. Our featured golfer putting it all together, and they're going to be taking home that beautiful sterling silver trophy.
And just a big start to the year too, Rich. I mean, this is the first of the big championships this season. But to win around TPC Sawgrass, especially in that manner, thumbs up.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. From Chambers Bay Golf Course, just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's first round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. And veteran Billy Haas is the leader. He's at 2 under par here to start the tournament. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we look at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now, you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played, what got there. There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you've got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Nota Begay is on the ground for us at the first green.
Really not a whole lot to this. He's going to get a little help from the slope. Other than that, just slightly to the right.
Not to be a little short, but a good effort there. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance too to get off to a good start.
Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives.
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but the ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, yes. You love to get breaks like that early in a tournament. That one in for a surprise birdie. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Okay, not a bad read there on the left to right. It just comes up a little short. That one safely in for a bogey. And he's going to fall out of red figures back down to even par.
Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right. And there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall. Now note his second from the fairway.
156 yards left to the hole. Coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
Rich, I thought this was going to be a tough shot. Pin at the back of the green, but total disdain. Threw it all the way back there.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. Getting set to hit the tee shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
There's a nice dune down that left side that sort of gives you a good line that you can work the ball off here. But remember, this is a links golf course, so you don't try and fight Mother Nature because she'll always win. So just anything down the left, let that ball sort of kick its way back towards the middle of the fairway. A lengthy par 4, though, at 495.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Now the approach shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay, and what's the key, Frank?
Well, I think it's a fun second shot, Rich. Too often people just look at the yardage and they blaze away, but really, if you wanted to play this hole as the Scots want to play the game, then when the pin's at the back, you'd hit a low running shot that bisects those two bunkers. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
10-foot putt left. Nope, showed a little too much respect for that one. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why. There's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
That'll wind up the right side of the fairway. Nothing wrong with that. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Had it right in the heart and just didn't hit it. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realise that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low, came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back. Well, it's forward. That's about it. A nice shot and a good chance for a par. The statistics on the PGA Tour show that from 8 feet, you make 50% of your putts.
Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Rounding out the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the 9th.
Well, the tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. You know, obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot. Awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Yeah, too much spin coming out of that sand. Not quite the run out you're looking for, and that'll come up a wee bit short. No, you got to get it there. Just didn't do it. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those two short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
117 to the hole, standing on the wrong side of par right now, looking to get back to even. Gap wedge started left of the hole and staying there. Gonna leave a little work left.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast, just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
Putter's let him down a few times, but this for birdie.
Now, that's a good opportunity unfulfilled.
And lets him down again. Could not get it to go. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 1 over. Now on to the 11th, and Frank, we are looking at a long par 4 in front of us.
We are indeed, and it's called shadows, but there is love in the shadows here. Hit it over that dune down there in the middle of the fairway. If you can get it there around the 300-plus yard mark, then the hole obviously starts to get a little easier. That second shot, you'd like to hit a little bit of a cut in here, but there's 2 levels to this green, so make sure you're on the right level where that flag is.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
"18 feet from the bottom of the cup." That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par.
The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Kiowa Island, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Carolina Open. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work, as we look at the early leaderboard. On top, it's Patrick Cantlay. He's at 1 under par here in the early stages. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, it's 126 yards left to the flag. Pin all the way at the back. He can fly it the full way.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par.
Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. I mean, there's a long run-up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
Yeah, that's in the fairway, so maybe a chance for a bounce back after that opening bogey.
Well, this par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Just too tough to control out of the sand. That one unable to hold the green. It'll run off into the short stuff. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It's